Dr. Doreen Grand-Pichet is the
Dr. Doreen is an expert in autism.
Doreen Grand-Pichet.
Dr. Grand-Pichet.
Dr. Doreen Grand-Pichet.
Dr. Doreen Grand-Pichet is a visionary in the field of autism. Now you can ask her questions on Ask Dr. Doreen. We had a question that came in just before the show started, Dr. Grand-Pichet, that they wrote in and said, "Good morning." And this kills me. They said, "My 13-year-old son uses a lot of negative self-talk." And then they say, ... "I'm terrible at this. I failed. I'm the worst one," etc. That these are the things that he says. We tried ignoring it because I think he does it for attention, but he still says negative statements about himself all the time. I actually think he likes to say them. What else can we do?
Okay, what a great question, and so very, very important. And I love the way that the parent has asked this, Shannon, because it's really clear that the parent is starting to see that perhaps the child enjoys making these statements. So that's a different aspect of the content of the statement, and we kind of need to deal with both.
Mm-hmm.
So let's first talk about the content and what the child is saying. And this is really important because a lot of our kids develop self-esteem issues. And it's good because it indicates that they're high functioning enough to look around and realize that certain things are harder for them, or that they just don't understand certain things the way that others do. I've had so many children over the years tell me, I just don't really understand what this whole social thing is about. Like, why do people like to socialize? That kind of stuff. And they feel like left out, and they start to doubt themselves and wonder if there's something wrong with them. I've had other children who are, typically developing kids will also develop these types of issues if they're weak on, let's say, math. I know lots of children who will say something like, "I'm just dumb when it comes to math." Those types of things are just, there's no good that can come out of that, right? So we absolutely want to do a couple of different things. One is and this is really important because the parents wrote that they think the child is actually enjoying, maybe starting to enjoy saying these things. That immediately makes me feel like the child is getting attention when they say these statements. So now anything that gets attention will increase. Any behavior that is followed by a reinforcer will increase. Okay, that's how we define reinforcers. So whether the attention is positive or negative, it doesn't matter. It's attention, and that the behavior that was before it will increase. So to begin with, you do not want to reward when your child says those types of statements, which means no attention. Do not give attention when the child says negative statements. This is very hard because as parents, it breaks your heart and you want to immediately get in there and tell the child, "Oh, no, you're not dumb. You're not this. You're very special. You can understand." And that's exactly what you don't want to do. You do not want to do that. It's very, counterintuitive, right? Because it's just, as a parent, you just want to love on them when they say things like that. So the first thing is you don't want to give attention when the child says those things. Now, what you do want to do is you want to give attention for self-love, for things that are very good. So we need to give the child areas of strength. We need to highlight those areas of strength so that you as the parent have the opportunity to reward and say, "Wow, you are amazing at those types of things," right? Now, keep in mind, a lot of our kids have a lot of areas of strength that we just either don't notice, or we're so busy trying to get the child to fit in that we don't develop and support those areas. But a lot of my kids are incredible in art. They're amazing in music. They have an unbelievable knowledge of uh, some area like geography or history or something that everybody, or they have incredible collections of stamps and coins and things that they'd like to talk about. And there's a lot of stuff like that that it is totally appropriate to talk about and to tell the child, you are so good at this, and this. You do an amazing job. So here the goal is to give the child something that they can build their own self-esteem on, that they can feel good about. And please think out of the box, because it could be a variety of things, right? Just it could be cooking, it could be computer, it could be, crafts, it could be whatever it is, but you want to make sure the child develops some skill that they feel very competent in, and that when they engage in that, you give them all the attention in the world and you tell them how amazing you are. When they're negative self-talking, you completely do not attend, maybe even walk out of the room. And you have to tell everyone, because you don't want to attend to the negative stuff, but you do want to attend to positive self-talk.
Yeah, I think we all have that friend that's on Facebook that posts things and says, I'm so upset, and, and this happened and whatever, that they have that running diary. And then we all glom on and we go, oh, I'm so sorry. And we just pile the attention on. But they do this every day of the week. And we see that it becomes the way they get affirmed. And that's really what I hear you saying, is that we don't want our kids to turn into that the only way they get that affirmation is by saying, the only time people say you're great is when I say I'm not great. Is that basically it in a nutshell?
Exactly. I mean, that's very well said, Shannon. Yeah, that's exactly it.
And I also want to say that one of the things that I wished I had known before and done better, and it probably somebody told me to do this, but we were always working very hard on helping my son to find positive self-statements for himself, and us languaging it. And it didn't occur to me that when friends and family would say to me, well, I don't really know how to connect with him, and I don't really know, like, what can I do to help you, that I could also assign this to them. That to say, like, can you look at his artwork and tell him, like, how you feel about it and how great it is. It's happened naturally, but I was just noticing this the other day, and said this to him, in fact, that he's getting a lot of praise right now because he's working as a camp counselor. We love the folks over at the Ed Asner Family Center, and he's a camp counselor at Camp Ed, and he comes home walking on water every day, because he hears other people telling him, oh, you did so, like, you were so great with this client, you were so great with this. And I said to him, I said, oh gosh, that's so, because I tell you all the time that you're amazing, but after a while you decided, well, you're my mom, of course you would say that. And it's almost like the coins in the bank. My coin only counts for one coin, but when somebody other than me says that he's amazing, it's like 32 coins.
Yeah.
So we can assign that to family members and say, praise them for the things not contrived, like see what they do that's wonderful, and praise them.
Well, and also that's a really good point, Shannon, because after a while, like, the rewards from just mom lose their reward value, right? So it's a really good point to have others engaged in this activity. And I just want to say, it's okay if it's contrived in the beginning, because it has to be, you have to find areas that maybe the child didn't realize, or you didn't realize, are areas that should be applauded. And, we just take them for granted a lot of the time.
And we go right back to my Fat Boy Slim. That I always say our ABA theme song was Fat Boy Slim praise. And the words are, I have to praise him like I should. And I always say, I'm pretty sure Fat Boy Slim was talking about something other than ABA, but it is the perfect ABA song. And when things aren't going well, you put that song on, you dance to it, and you remember that, oh, praise is the thing that helps to make things work towards being better. Love me some Fat Boy Slim. So here we go. Anyway. Thanks for watching Autism Live. If you found anything helpful in this video, please give us a like. In fact, make sure that you smash that subscribe button on YouTube and give us a like on Facebook. You can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram for important updates. And please download our free podcast wherever you get your podcasts. See you next time. Until then, give your kiddos a hug from me and one for you too. Bye-bye for now.
To subscribe, click here. And if you'd like to check out some more of our videos, click here.